Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here. Nowhere near truly Bedrock. This is in fact another very old world of mine back from 2017. Now, if you didn't watch the last Truly Bedrock episode, you really won't know what's going on here. But basically, we started to build some interesting things in the Christmas area. So back over here on Truly Bedrock, if you weren't aware already, we have a Christmas area that Slack and I spent a long time in the last episode starting to work on. And because apparently we are having an alien or space themed area, I thought it was a good idea to dredge up the past and bring along a couple of old friends, one being the Millennium Falcon, one being the Star Wars Cantina, and today I want to bring in Santa's space sleigh from that very same video. So let's hop back to that world quickly and check it out. And this is the world in question, which was actually originally built in Java Edition and then imported to Bedrock Edition back a long time ago before we had all of the fancy tools to do that, and it was quite a laborious process. You can see here we've got the Death Star. And behind the Death Star, if I fly all the way up there, you'll see the huge area of the trench for the Death Star that was used for the video. Just bear with me for 20 minutes while I fly up there. A lot of world edit and command cloning went into building this, as you can see. However, I did have to build a substantial amount of it before all of that in order to obviously get the structure and everything. But here it is. Here is the trench from the videos, and you would fly down here in your Millennium Falcon or your X-Wing or whatever ship of choice you choose, and you would fire your photon torpedo to the target at the end. However, I don't know where that target is, but just to give you some perspective on how big this area is, check this out. So this is a map of this world. You can see here we've got the TARDIS that you may have seen. This is the Death Star here. We've got a Millennium Falcon over there. Santa's space sleigh here taking up a couple of chunks. And if we zoom out and down, you will see how ridiculous this entire thing is. This thing spans on. Each one of these little tiny squares, by the way, is a chunk. So that's 16 blocks. And it goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions, which is 32 chunks long. So it's a very, very, very big build. Yes, I put a lot of effort into making that video. Anyway, all of that is completely inconsequential because we are building this today, which is Santa's space sleigh that he uses to deliver his presents to the space children around the space world. And yeah, we might have to just tweak a few bits here and there to bring it up to modern day standard. This is quite old now, but I'm sure we can make a good go of this in the winter area. So let's get cracking. Well, this isn't a very good start to joining back in the world. I joined in and just fell out of the sky and died. Why? What? Where did I log out? How did I just fall out? Where was I then? That's so weird. What? Where? What? I don't even know where I was to find my stuff. I was just around this area. Oh, jeez. I can't believe it. I haven't died for ages. I've got up to 62. I can't believe it. That's so annoying. Oh, no. I need to sleep so that I can get rid of these skeletons and things. Go away. Where's my stuff? Oh, jeez. Okay, using the cheating. Oh, there it is. Look, why was I over there? Why? Oh, I was on top of DB's thing. For some reason, I must have fallen through the. Oh, jeez, that's just mean. That's just really mean, game. Oh, that's so unnecessary. What an unnecessary death. Oh, I've been so good not dying as well. I haven't died for ages. Oh, very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. Well, at least that one wasn't my fault, you know. Right, anyway, what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by my own death was that the materials required for this space sleigh are quite expensive, and I don't have many of them. The key one being quartz. Now, I hardly have any quartz at all, so I guess the first thing we're going to need to do is go and get hold of a load of quartz. Now, there are two ways we could go about getting quartz. One of them is the dangerous way in the nether and going and mining it like this, which would probably not take too long to get quite a lot of it. The other way is obviously to go and see our piglin friends. Bert and Ernie over here still provide us with plenty of quartz on demand. The only thing that they require is plenty of gold, which I'm not sure there's any left of in this system. Oh, there is. There's quite a substantial amount of gold here. So what I could do with then is get Chuck over here, AFK, while these guys pump out a load of items for us, and hopefully we'll get a lot of quartz from that. And while I'm waiting for Chuck to come online, I thought I would just expand the storage of this thing slightly, just because, generally speaking, it tends to overflow pretty quickly, because we're only going into a single barrel for each one. So we've now got a double chest underneath as well to flow into, and I'm going to keep those items there so I can cover these up once we're finished. And the other thing I'm going to do while we're waiting for Chuck is to go over to my industrial area and grab myself some more golden carrots, because I'm running out and I'm currently eating pumpkin pie because it's the only food I had available in my food box. There we go. That feels and tastes a whole lot better, even though the gold on the carrots does break my teeth a little bit. It's absolutely fine. Right then, let's get some quartz. I don't know why I've come over here. I don't need to be here at all. Interestingly here, Ernie is collecting his gold, but Bert isn't, and I believe that's because he's actually stood in the hopper and he doesn't like it in there, so we really need to put some carpet in there for those guys to stop this from happening, and I think that should be relatively easy for us to do.
So I'm going to grab my ender chest, I'm going to get my redstone box back out again and grab myself a piston and some buttons, and hopefully, I don't know whether this will work or not, but I'm hoping, let's just put a block there. If I put the piston, not there, quite clearly not there. No, jeez. No, I don't want it facing upwards. I want it facing towards, why? Why is it facing upwards? This is so ridiculous. Okay, right, let's make this life easy for us. Let's put that there, let's put the carpet on there. Let's break that piece of glass for a second, right? And let's push that piston, jeez, and push the carpet under there. That's one. Now we need to push it again, which we can then use the glass for, which now, where's the glass? Oh, jeez. Oh, no, I'm making a mess. There's the, oh, no. Oh, jeez. Look at this mess that I'm making. I'm supposed to be building Santa's sleigh, not making a mess of my nether. Put that glass back there, hit the button. Now we have glass underneath the piglin. This is absolutely perfect. So now if I turn that back on again, we should find they both get their gold. That's great. And now I just need to do exactly the same thing on the other side. That went so smoothly and perfectly, I almost didn't bother putting it on camera. Right, let's see if we can do it a bit more successfully this time, please. If you wouldn't mind, awfully. One. Oh, that's much more successful. Oh, dear. I appear to have pushed the glass inside you there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try and break it for you. There we go. Oof. Almost had a bit of a disaster there. Pushing the, oh dear. Now I need the glass back, please. Smooth and successful. Again, excellent. Nothing went wrong at all. Yes, absolutely brilliant. Perfect.
Well, this is very strange. For some reason, Bert is just not picking up the gold I did that time. They won't both pick it up at the same time, though. This is very strange. Bear in mind, we still haven't updated to the latest update. We're still playing on Minecraft 1.16.4. That time, you can see they both picked it up. But the other time, they didn't. Now, is this going to work this time? See, he didn't. So maybe our timer just needs slowing down a little bit. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they've got one... You know, maybe it's just going a little bit too quickly, but it's very strange. They never, ever used to miss. And that one didn't. Why? Why don't you want your gold? Is it not good enough for you? Ah, both caught it that time. Come on. This time, both catch it. Come on, you can do this. Only one of them again. Why? I think someone's been fiddling with me piglin code here. They've been messing about with me piglin. So I'm going to stick a few more items in there because it clearly seems to be the delay that's the issue, which is going to slow the whole process down. But if we get Chuck over here AFK for long enough, you can see we do get a reasonable amount of nether quartz through this. It is going to cost us, though, an awful lot of gold, which I don't know if I've got a great deal of. Are they both going to catch it this time? No. Even on that massive delay, you still managed to miss. Oh, you're useless. So that makes absolutely no difference. So we'll just, it just have to be a bit hit and miss. That's very frustrating. Very frustrating indeed. Good news, Chuck is now here. He is going to go AFK inside this room. You all right, Chuck?
Yeah.
Good. Do you want to go AFK?
Yeah.
Excellent. Off you go then. Go invisible, please.
Okay.
Very nice. Nicely done, Chuck. That was excellently going invisible. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Right. Now what I need to do, instead of going and manually getting even more quartz, is I need to go and get some gold to feed into this thing going to run through that really quickly, considering they're spitting a lot of it back out again. Look at this. Look at this. I can't believe it's broken. It was working so perfectly before. Right, anyway, let's go and get some gold. Well, frustratingly, it appears the only gold I've got is the stuff in my jewel box, which I don't like to use because that's sort of my emergency reserves, which means we're going to have to do some AFKing over at the gold farm at some point, so we'll only be able to run out what we've currently got in the piglin system, which isn't all that much. Now, I've managed to find a little bit of quartz kicking around in my storage area. There may be a little bit more in here that isn't, but I'm going to go put all this in here for now because I need to tidy up. Because what I'm going to do is go and spend half an hour digging in the nether and grab some quartz manually, I think. Which means equipping ourselves with a totem and a bow and a couple of things of fire resistance and trying our best to avoid magma creams as we go and find ourselves some quartz. Oh, I'm sure you've seen this plenty of times. So hopefully in a few minutes you will see me with lots of quartz and not having died again. But, yeah, well, we'll see, won't we? I know I keep walking past all of this gold as well. I don't really want to dig it out of the floor because then you leave yourselves big holes to fall in, which I'm very good at falling in it, apparently. Well, after about 30 minutes of strip mining through the nether, I've come to the conclusion that doing anything in the nether is horrible. There are many, many creatures that want to kill you. There is lots and lots of lava that wants to kill you. There are blocks that want to fill up your inventory. And you really don't get all that much for half an hour's worth of mining, which is quite frustrating, really. Yeah, so I guess the other option is to go and buy stuff from the shopping area. But I have a bit of a problem with that as well. So the problem with coming to the shopping area in order to buy quartz is that although there are people selling it, I really don't have all that many diamonds left, and I've spent an absolute fortune on building this place to really not have a great deal back in return. Now, I keep coming over here and checking my profits, and I keep finding that I haven't made any profits, which is slightly concerning because I'm drastically running out of money. Now, I know what you could say. You could say, well, FoxyNoTail, why don't you go mining and get diamonds that way? But there's a problem with that. And the problem with that is that Slack and I have a season-long competition to see who will get the most diamond ore by the end of the series. So yes, technically, I could turn all of these into diamonds with a fortune pickaxe and then go spend them, but then I'm going to lose that competition. Staring through the window of Mr. Beardstone's shop just makes me realise how poor I am and how much, you know, other people have got compared to me. And I'm starting to think, if only there was a nice, easy way of making some diamonds. If only there was just something right in front of my face, right under my nose, where I could just get hold of a load of diamonds really nice and easily without any fuss or having to work for it. Seems how all of my plans for working for it legitimately seem to fail. But I just don't know. There must be something in this area that I could potentially, you know, deal with or find. Maybe a shop that I could rob or something and maybe Mr. Beardstone's diamonds I could steal. He doesn't need them all. I don't know. There must be something around here that I could do in order to get myself a whole lot of wealth very quickly. But I don't know what that is. So for now, I am going to carry on. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that $ backwards? Hang on a minute. Let me type $ on the keyboard. One moment, please. It is. It's backward. It's backwards. Oh, Sleigh, you're useless. Absolutely useless. It gives me an idea, though. It does give me an idea. Anyway, back to our piglin friends to check on our quartz amounts. Well, the good news is that Jay and Silent Bob still have plenty of gold to be getting through, and they have already deposited nearly a double chest worth of items each already, which is absolutely fantastic news. I'm going to put that gold back in there. They're clearly not actually picking it all up. And I'm going to grab all of the quartz out of here. And now I'm going to go and turn all of the quartz I've got in my inventory into actual quartz so we can make some quartz blocks and see exactly how much quartz we've got. Quartz! Quartz! Well, as I mine the last few bits of this quartz, it turns out you actually get quite a sizable amount of quartz back from the quartz blocks, which is good. So if we add that together with the quartz that we got from our piglin friends, we actually have a reasonable amount, which is pretty good. However, when we turn this all into quartz blocks, it's actually not all that much at all. Yeah, it really doesn't go very far once you turn it into quartz blocks, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, on good news, I did get some ancient debris while mining in the nether, which is great, so we can add that to our treasure box. And that's pretty much it for good news, really, today. So over at my concrete farm, the only other thing I need for this build is red concrete. And I think I pretty much got all of the rest of the materials lying about in my ender chest and in places. So yeah, I'm going to grab 4 stacks of this. I don't know if that's enough. Hopefully it will be. And then that should allow us to get cracking. So now that we've collected all of the materials that we need, it is time to pick a location for where this thing is going to be going. And with it being Santa's sleigh, I think it should be something fairly central. However, I don't really want to be completely taking over this area because it's not FoxyNoTail's Christmas land, it is the entire servers. So I might not put it quite slap bang in the middle, but maybe off to one side. Now, I know Jesse B is going to be building a big tree over here. We've already got a build here and here. We could put it there, which is relatively close, but not too close. Or we could put it the other side of the Christmas tree, maybe in this back area, because there's not a lot going on here. Although this bit does feel a little bit overshadowed by the giant Star Destroyer. So I think I probably will go for this bit just here. This bit will be absolutely perfect. Well, the sleigh bottomy bits, tracks, I don't know what they're called, runners, I don't know, they're in place. Now it is time for the quartz, and you can see just how big this thing is. In the void world, it's very difficult to judge what size things are. This is going to be a pretty big splay, which is why I was worried about how much quartz I had. And I'm still not sure I've got enough. We've got, in this one here, this is all the quartz I managed to get hold of. We've got a few slabs. We're going to have to make do with as many slabs as possible. But yeah, this thing's going to use an absolute ton. Well, believe it or not, today's not my lucky day. It has happened again, but at least this time I know where I am. I was just minding my own business, looking for hay bales, and I went splat thanks to Johnny. Great. And then respawning back over at the winter area, because that's where I've been sleeping, has made life slightly difficult, but thankfully due to my ender chest I have managed to get myself some spare equipment and I can go and rescue my things. But that was so sneaky. I had full set of armor on, obviously apart from my elytra, and he hit me in 2 hits. I was actually on the phone at the time, so I wasn't really in a position I could deal with it particularly easy. And yeah, he just came and sorted me out. What a meanie. Where's he gone? I just see. Oh, he's following me in. Oh no, I don't want to die. Look, I forgot. Oh, now I've got bad omen. Great. This is so ridiculous. Well, while I'm here sorting out my inventory, I might as well tell you what I was up to. A wandering trader has appeared over at the Christmas area, and I am collecting all of the items that I need to trade with him. So far, I've got 4 of the 5 things I need. The 5th thing I need is hay bales, and I was pretty sure that I had some around here. Now, I know I've got loads of hay bales somewhere. I just can't remember where I've put them. So yeah, I snuck over here to find them, and I saw obviously this illager fellow, and I thought nothing of it, and then I saw another one, and I thought nothing of it, and then I was dead. So yeah, not not the best circumstances. 2 deaths in one day. I'm on 63 now. This is bad news. Bad news. Well, I tell you what, Mr. Wandering Trader, it better be worth all of these mini blocks considering I died for you, my friend. I suppose it's probably payback for all the times I've killed you. Don't wander off while I'm trading with you. All the times I've killed you. But geez, yeah, you're very, very frustrating indeed. Right, chop you to death, chop you. That's what you get. Yes, don't you spit at me, llama face. What we got? We didn't get any llamas. Boo. Okay, so I have now got the majority of the concrete and quartz in this thing, and it is feeling sizably massive. This is an absolutely incredibly large build compared to what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be small. I don't remember it being quite so gigantic. But yeah, we've got pretty much all of it in now, apart from the interior and a couple of details on the outside. So yeah, it's coming together. But many more to go, I guess. And it's bedtime, and I'd better sleep because this area is absolutely rife for those horrible skeleton-y fellows. And now that's the exterior all complete with the rear thrusters and the little wingy bits at the side. I know spaceships don't need wings because there's nowhere in space to make them fly, but, you know, it looks good, doesn't it? And then at the front, I've gone for some jungle trapdoors for the headlights instead of oak ones, just because I think it makes it look more like a little spotlight that's shining through there. So I quite like that. I've also added all of the glass onto the dome at the front, so the only things left to do is the big bag of presents at the back and the interior. That shouldn't take too long at all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is 100% complete with the present sack on board as well. I'm just going to fly away so that we can actually look at this thing. And from a distance, it does look small, but it's in fact very, very big. Look at it compared to the building I built yesterday, which was massive. I know that wasn't yesterday for you, but it was for me. Yeah, it's a big space sleigh, this one. And if we go to the very top of it, if we can get inside the present sack, we can actually get inside the spaceship. Because obviously this thing is sealed so that, you know, you can breathe in space and all that. Realistically, it wouldn't have... Well, it'd probably have a door somewhere, but this is the way we get in. We go through the present sack, which doesn't actually go all the way down. It's only a model, right? And then we can go through here into the cockpit. It's wonderful. I love it. I'm really happy with it. It probably needs some lights. It's probably quite dark in here. It probably will have skeletons spawning all over it. But right now, I don't really care too much about that because I want to go and get on with some actual work. Or maybe something else. We'll see. And the other things to do is unfortunately say goodbye for this episode. I've just finished editing it and it is over 20 minutes long, which means that is enough. And everything else I was planning on doing, you'll have to wait for the next one, unfortunately. But before we go, let's just check on Bert and Ernie. Yeah, absolutely nothing. And I've covered the chest up because I've sorted it all out. As you can see by the bundle of stuff I've thrown away over there, all of the enchanted books and boots and fire resistance potions, because we don't need more than a barrel of each of those. And I've put all of the stuff that they collected into these barrels at the top here. And you can see we've got absolutely tons of resources from these two. So well done, guys. Even though you didn't use all of the gold, you've done a very good job. But on that note, sadly, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!